In a discussion that we were having in one of the summer school classes, she goes and she says, she talks about we were talking about how to manage stress. So she raised her hand and she said, one thing I notice in our family, she's talking about her family as in including the grandparents. So she goes and she says that I find it very interesting that my grandfather, despite the fact that sometimes we are in the midst of a disagreement, a turmoil, and voices are high and low and emotions are very, subhanAllah, very heated. He says, I see my grandfather sitting so calmly and observing so patiently, and when he speaks pearls and wisdom. So I asked her, I said, why do you think that, where do you think he got that from? She said, I don't know, but I'm sure that this is something that is not taught in universities and colleges. It's not. Wallahi, it's not. This is something that comes with what? With life, with experience. And this is what our parents and our grandparents, our seniors have. In Arabic we say our seniors, يعني كبارنا هم مصابيح الدجى, that they are basically, they are the lanterns of the community that we basically use to lighten our our darkest times. And one of the important lessons that we draw from this, أن احترام الكبير خلق عظيم وأدب رفيع في الإسلام, that paying respect to our elders doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much you think you know more than them. Doesn't matter whether you went to Harvard or you went to McMaster or U of T, you owe them respect, you owe them honor. A man named by the name Uthman ibn Amr ibn Amr al-Taymi al-Qurashi. Most of us probably don't know his real name that I'm mentioning here, including myself. I didn't know his real name. He's known as Abu Quhafa. Abu Quhafa is the father of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu. His real name is Uthman ibn Amr al-Taymi al-Qurashi, the father of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. And Abu Bakr's real name is Abdullah, by the way. Now, Abdullah ibn Uthman. So he, despite the fact that his son Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu was amongst, I shouldn't say amongst, he was actually the first to embrace Islam after Khadija radiyallahu anhu. And from the men, he was the first one. Uthman ibn Amr or Abu Quhafa, he did not embrace Islam until Fath Makkah, the conquest of Mecca in the 8th year of the Hijrah. So in other words, we're talking about almost 21 years of the revelation passed, and then when Muhammad came, marched to Mecca, his birth town, and they reclaimed control of Mecca, 21 years after, Abu Quhafa is brought to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And imagine, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, when he left Mecca in the Hijrah, Abu Bakr was in his 50s. So imagine how old was the father, and how old was he when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came back in the conquest of Mecca.